Do you remember what it's like to climb into your grandfather's lap and have him tell you a story? The look of a kind grandfather who would protect you from the world. Looks, though, can be, and often are, deceiving. This man may appear to be genteel and kind, but there is a darkness running through him. Investing in Arabian horses, although fruitful, was not enough. There had to be a way to exploit people and bring in more cash. There was. It's called multi-level marketing. Meet the notorious Juha Parhiala. This is his story. Hey there, cats and kittens. Welcome. My name is Alonda Carter, and I am the Recovering Hunbot. I create anti-MLM, that's anti-multi-level marketing videos, and on occasion I do dip my toes into true crime. And if you really think about it, isn't multi-level marketing criminal? Well, today's video, we are continuing with my Notorious series. If you have not watched the first two videos, you might want to do that because these people, they're interconnected and the same names will come up over and over and over and over again. The entire story, though, will culminate when I finally reach the founder of Onecoin, Ruja. Now, she disappeared in 2017. So what I'm doing is showing you the multi-level marketing history of all the top leaders who were part of Onecoin. What I'm doing is really pulling back the curtain on this whole multi-level marketing thing, because you might think, oh gee, you know, I watch a lot of anti-MLM content. I know multi-level marketing. All of this stuff I'm telling you is just so much darker. It's so much deeper. It's so much worse than what you expect. I mean, I know each time I do more research into one of these people, it's like, surely it can't get worse, but then it does. And, you know, I want to give these people the benefit of the doubt. I don't want to think they're just terrible people. But as I keep researching, I'm like, they're just awful. I mean, it's just, I cannot conclude anything else other than they're just terrible human beings. Now, overall, I think a lot of people who watch anti-MLM content think about, you know, the stay-at-home mom who's shilling makeup or shilling leggings or shilling a health drink or, you know, stuff like that. But what I'm talking about, I mean, it's next level. It might be like 10 levels. And I think a lot of what I'm saying in these videos, people don't want to hear because it is hard to hear. I mean, trust me, it's hard for me doing this research because, like I said, it's like, I want to give them the benefit of the doubt of not being terrible people. But as I keep going, it's like, they just seem to be people with no ethics, no morals, no nothing. And I find that very disturbing. And I also think that's what drives me to continue telling these stories, because I want more people to understand that the depths of multi-level marketing, it doesn't end with your stay-at-home mom. I mean, that's just like, you know, the very beginning of it. There's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that people don't really dig into. And that's exactly what I'm doing in this series of Notorious. The contents of this video is based on my research, my experience, and my opinion. Please do your own research. By all means, with anything, do your own research. Don't just take my word for it. I mean, dig and dig deep. Don't just do the surface things. I mean, keep on going and keep on asking questions and go deep, deep into it. Also, please be kind to each other and to me in the comment section, because I am critiquing an industry and people that I find extremely problematic. As of this recording, Juha Parhiala is 62 years old. He was born in Finland in 1958. As of 2011, he lived in Sweden in the southern area. He has a background in racing Arabian horses. He has been involved with Arabian race horses for over 30 years. Also, he is a family man, married, and has 2 daughters. Juha joined the world of network marketing in 1996. He asserts network marketing is a long-term business to get your return on investment, or ROI. Juha claims he has been just over Broke meaning he had a job, a job. Caring for racehorses is not cheap. This is not the sort of sport you just kind of like jump into. So I just call that a bunch of bologna sandwiches all stacked up. Arabian horses on average are around $5,000 to $30,000 a pop. Now, top show horses and stallions, one of those, it ranges anywhere from $80,000 to $150,000. Annual care for one Arabian horse for boarding is about $7,000 per year. Feed is around $5,000. Vet care about $300. And then there's hoof care, which could be anywhere between $100 to $1,000. From these numbers alone, you can see owning this type of horse is not something that you enter lightly. Now, I suspect Juha's family were into horses, and this is somewhat of a family business or something. I have no evidence of that. I'm just kind of like drawing my own conclusion. But it just wasn't enough for him. Maybe his horses did not bring home large enough purses. I don't know. But like all good MLMers, he has to have a story from rags to riches, and he has to explain how this business saved his life. Using the phrase just over broke in reference to regular jobs is a classic way in which this industry describes any work outside of multi-level marketing. Regular jobs are looked down upon, and I would say demonized, whereas MLM is touted as the savior, the path to financial salvation and time freedom, which is a lie. Granted, there are some people who do make money, and some who make a lot of money, like Juha. But overall, this type of business structure depends on those at the bottom, believing that if they work hard and believe in themselves, they too will become rich beyond their wildest dreams. Prior to becoming part of the biggest multi-level marketing scam in history, One Life, Onecoin, Juha had many years of experience in the industry. He had been involved with ACN, OrganaGold, and Bonofa. It is unclear when he was associated with ACN and OrganaGold. And if you don't know this, Donald Trump also has ties to ACN. ACN is a telecommunications and energy MLM. Trump was paid $8.8 million to promote their products. If you watched my previous two videos in the Notorious series, then you will recognize the MLM called OrganaGold, because both Igor and the Steinkiller brothers were distributors for it. MLM, direct sales, network marketing, whatever name you want to slap on it, is not your ordinary tea party. Most people in the States just think of it as some janky side hustle. The people sitting at the MLM table, though, are not your ordinary people. And there are connections between people like Juha at the top of the industry and across various companies with politicians, celebrities, and anyone who has money. MLM seems to be the perfect catalyst for the wealthy to get wealthier by selling the dream to the masses. Juha claims that his first 2 years in the industry, he wasn't successful. Things changed, though, when he got the right upline or sponsor, the person who he signed up under. It was this venture where he began to experience success, meaning make money. He says if you truly love the products and the company you join, then you will also love the compensation plan that they offer. Now, I have examined many compensation plans, and I will say I have yet to see one that anyone can just make money from selling the products or the services. To make the real money, you absolutely must recruit, and then your recruits recruit, and so on, and so on, and so on. Furthermore, he says the number one mistake made is that people do not try the products before saying yes to the opportunity. Now, I find this a bit ironic, since at least one MLM venture he's associated with had no real product. How can you try something that doesn't exist? Juha claims that whoever you enroll under, that person is there to help you, and the two of you must work jointly so you receive the proper training in the overall system. I'm really curious where he gets this idea because to me it undercuts the concept to join and start enrolling others. Why sign up under a newbie who is just learning the ropes when you can sign up under a quote leader? Seems to contradict the concept of just being able to add people to your network and your business to me. Christian Goebel was a leading distributor of Bonofa, an MLM that launched in 2013, and it appears to have shut down in 2014. That was the same year that One Life, Onecoin launched. Juha was in Goebel's downline. Now, like I said, One Life, Onecoin launched in 2014, but 3 years later in 2017, that's when Ruja Ignatova, the founder, vanished. Spoiler alert, Onecoin is the MLM Juha was a member of that had no real product. It sold educational packages. Meanwhile, the Steinkiller brothers, who had resigned from Argana Gold in September 2014, launched their own venture called Conligas, a penny auction platform in October of 2014. The Steinkillers were allegedly paid $500,000 to bring their entire downline over to Onecoin, and hence their One Dream Team was born. Onecoin and Conligas announced an alliance in April of 2015. The following month, Christian Goebel, Juha's upline of Bonofa, attended a Onecoin event called Gold Rush on May 15, 2015 in Dubai, and in London on June 11th of 2015. At this time, Bonofa was collapsing. Bonofa affiliates were in the audience, poised to listen to the pitch delivered by Ruja Ignatova. Ignatova seized the chance to zero in on their uncertainty. In her speech, Ignatova says, "Hello, I'm very pleased to see you all and to invite you to join the Onecoin network. I know that you are currently facing not an easy time, and to support you to join us, we have agreed for 30 days to give you an extra incentive to join us. So if you send to customer support of Onecoin a screenshot of your Bonofa customer account, we will give you your cash account balance and also will give you a status in the Onecoin system so you can earn bonuses immediately. This offer is only valid until the end of July." I'm very, very happy that the leadership of Bonofa has so much trust and is so interested in our company, which is why we invited you to join us anytime. In my prior video about the Steinkiller brothers, I explained how they built a vast team called One Dream Team. The Steinkiller brothers sat on top of the One Life, Onecoin cryptocurrency MLM pyramid. Juha was part of their team. And as you can imagine, after the Coin Rush event, most of those associated with Bonofa had jumped ship to Onecoin, including Juha. Back in 2014, Ruja had met him, and little did either of them know that soon he would be making the most money in the world in multi-level marketing. By May of 2015, Juha hit $625,000 per month with Onecoin. And then in December of 2015, his earnings shot up to $1.5 million a month. By January of 2016, it's estimated that Juha earned $4 million a month through the Onecoin scheme. Allegedly, Juha held the domain of papa1coin.com, and his enormous downline was able to purchase gift codes from the One Life Onecoin back office. In turn, his downline who bought these codes could then resell them for cash to those below them and to new recruits. Once these codes were in hand, they could be used to purchase the One Life Onecoin educational packages. In 2016, Juha teamed up with Tom McMurran, an ex-con from the US and also a Onecoin distributor. Don't worry, I'm going to be doing another video on our boy Tom. They appeared on Grant Cardone TV in the segment Tom hosted called The Coin Prophet. Now, Grant is a Scientologist, and people who are in multi-level marketing kind of worship him and think of him as the #1 person in the world to learn how to sell from. In 2019, Grant was a speaker at the Onecoin One Life Mastery Summit in Barcelona, Spain, which I find interesting. Wherever there is money, I expect to find Scientologists because, they have to keep buying those courses to move up that bridge of freedom. I'm not sure how many more connections I will find to Grant, but I do know my friend Savvy writes books over on her channel. She's done a lot of videos on Grant, so if you want to know more about him, you might want to check out her stuff. Both Juha and some of his close European associates had been operating their Onecoin empire out of Thailand. But in January of 2017, Juha snuck away because Thailand began a criminal investigation of Onecoin. At this time, there were 3 top Thai agencies who monitor fraud. They started looking into what's going on with this Onecoin thing. Now in December of 2017, Juha reappears, and now he's the new owner of a bar in Cambodia called Sharky's Bar. And now, instead of peddling the dream of multi-level marketing, he allegedly peddled the oldest profession in history, young girls to men who would pay for their services. According to TripAdvisor, Sharky's is full of hookers and creepy white men. Now, if you don't know this, Cambodia is a hotbed for human trafficking. Allegedly, the traffickers are organized crime syndicates, which include parents, relatives, friends, and neighbors. Also, there's child sex tourism, and that's another huge problem. Parents sell their kids, and others are lured and forced into prostitution with the promise of a job, like waitressing, possibly somewhere like, say, Sharky's. And what a great way for old Juha to further line his pockets than selling girls, in my opinion. Just putting the pieces together, so it wouldn't surprise me if Sharky's had some off-menu items, if you get what I mean. There are rich and powerful men in Cambodia who will get mothers to sell their daughters' innocence. This is big business because there's this belief that when a man couples with a virgin, it will increase their vigor and stamina. Tourists who seek children look for kids under 10, but local men are not concerned about age, just purity. Neither Thailand nor Cambodia had much Onecoin recruitment going on. Overall, Juha is careful to not recruit openly where he lives. However, he is associated with various pyramid schemes within Europe and is known to have scammed many, many people. Also in 2017, around 30 people were arrested in India for running a scam that involved thousands of people. Interestingly, Onecoin came up. Allegedly, Onecoin money was in 35 different bank accounts, with most of it being transferred to some unknown location after the arrests. Around this time, Mark Scott was arrested. He is responsible for laundering millions of dollars from the Onecoin scheme. And yes, I will be doing a separate video on him in the future. In 2019, Juha began promoting Solidas Global, founded by Chris Principe. According to the Solidas Gold website, the premium referral company provides global options for people to participate in lucrative opportunities. Traditionally, these opportunities have been available only to large organizations and institutions. Think of this exciting new approach like a TV shopping channel, but online. Walmart's, but without the stores, combined with Groupon deals, without coupons. It's like belonging to a new kind of shopping site that provides unique products only for you. Now, this sounds kind of like the shopping club available through Lycanet and also Market America. I've done videos on both of those. It just doesn't sound very original to me. Solidas Global is based on the development of a new and unique business architecture called Referral Management System, or RMS, that delivers a long-term strategy for wealth creation. The Solidas Global RMS is patent pending to protect this valuable technology. This new referral model facilitates the ease of access for consumers to participate in opportunities on a secure and compliance-aware platform. KYC is performed at a global bank level or better. The referral management system platform allows merchants to offer and promote their services and products, both physical and virtual. Merchant referrals will be available to global customers and independent business associates, or IBAs, directly in the Solidas marketplace. Everyone is required to have their KYC verified and ready to buy directly with e-wallets and credit debit cards. RMS enables global customers and IBAs to purchase what they want when they want. IBAs receive discounts, rebates, refunds, and bonuses through the Solidas branded card program based on the referral opportunity purchased. As of August of 2018, Juha's name was connected with Coinsino, a kind of combination of a cryptocurrency and casino. Games available to play include bet chips, Bitcoin mining, slots, live dealer games, and more. Token holders receive a share of the profit of the casino, and it has an MLM type referral system. Coinsinos is founded by Lawrence Irvine and Daniel Grenon. Both men are Canadian MLM lifers. Irvine began his career in MLM back in the 70s. And then, like so many others before him, Juha started passing himself off as a network marketing coach / motivational speaker. I mean, let's face it, keeping that pyramid upright is hard work. Much easier to sell the dream to others, to do the work, as you make money off of them believing in the overall dream multi-level marketing offers. On October 1st of 2020, Juha posted this on Facebook. Don't lose your focus on some people who don't value your kindness. You can keep on being kind and caring, but at the same time, you need to remember that you cannot change people's perspective completely according to what you think is right. Just wow, that whole thing about kindness, and I mean, really, talk about lay it on thick. In my opinion, this is someone I certainly would not trust. I mean, he's known to jump from scam to scam to scam to scam. And, you know, I don't think you're going to change. I mean, once you start scamming, you're going to just keep on scamming because there's a whole history of, what can I say, scamming going on. Now, the thing I wonder about is because people believe in him, like all of these other people, and they buy into whatever it is he's shilling. How many people have been hurt by what he has sold? How many people has he damaged emotionally, financially, psychologically, from shilling stuff over the years? How many people have actually made money underneath him? Or is he the one making all the money? I mean, or did he find other scammers to get involved in his team, and then they find other scammers? I mean, there seems to be this whole network of people who scam that all know each other and all connect in one thing and then disperse to something else. It's a bit horrifying to me. And you know, just with Onecoin alone, because he was making, allegedly, $4 million a week. Imagine how many people were under him and people were under them. Because I want to say, if memory serves, at one point, Onecoin said they had like 3 million members. And can you imagine sitting on top of that, raking in money? I mean, good golly, Miss Molly. Now, next week, I'm going to cover our boy Tom McMurrin. I mentioned him earlier in the book, and it's a doozy of a story. You know, the more I uncover, the more I think there are interconnections across multi-level marketing companies and across, you know, all of these people at the top. Because, you know, like any industry, you get to know those people, right? You know, people in that same kind of arena. And it just seems like it gets darker and darker and darker the deeper I go. Now, I know people will refer to the stay-at-home moms and like top huns and say like Beachbody or it works as scammers. But I think there's a huge difference between someone like Juha, the Steinkiller brothers, don't you? I mean, these are the people that are the professional MLM scammers, in my opinion. However, I kind of wonder this. So these leaders like at Beachbody or whatever, you know, the 15-star diamonds, and I've done some videos on them, are they on the trajectory to becoming the next Igor E. Alberts or the next Juha? Is it possible that there's like some sort of training ground, and the longer you're in it, the more you learn how to scam people, get rid of whatever morals and ethics you still have attached to yourself, because you got to drop that stuff away as far as I'm concerned. You can't have ethics and morals and keep on hurting people. Now, to me, these people who are at the top of Onecoin, they're just parasites sucking off the bodies of those people who believe in them and who believe that whatever it is that they're shilling, Onecoin in this case, is going to help them and that they are going to create some kind of wealth in their life. Meanwhile, they're giving over everything of theirs. And what are they getting in return? A big old bucket of nothing. This is the stuff that keeps me up at night because, as I'm doing my research, I'm watching these people. And like I said earlier, I don't want to think they're horrible people. I really don't. I want to think the best of human beings. But as I watch them and I hear them, it's like I don't think there's anything good about them. And that makes me really, really sad. As far as I'm concerned, all of these people should be locked up in the deepest, darkest, dankest dungeon in the world with maybe a crust of bread every other day. And that's it. I mean, they make my skin crawl. They're just awful. And if you ask me, it's stuff like this. It's this whole multi-level marketing thing. That's a new world order because it enslaves people in the dream. And there are people who are making money, but there's people above them. Just like there's someone who was above Ruja with the whole Onecoin thing. I mean, there's a lot more connections than what I'll be able to uncover. And I know I'll uncover a lot, but this is massive. This is not about your stay-at-home mom shilling some unique. It is much bigger than that. Now, I want to know, what are your opinions? What are your thoughts about Juha? What are your thoughts about all of these connections to each other, across organizations, within the same organization, jumping from one thing to another? What do you think about all of this? Where do you think we'll end up by the time I finish doing all the research? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. I appreciate the time you spend with me more than you will ever know. Thank you so much. And remember, you're beautiful and I love you.